I'm here today because I don't want another little angel to suffer like my Marie. I don't want other mothers and fathers to lose their children. It can't be that hard in this great country to make sure that the little children you lock up don't die from abuse and neglect.
Truth to power.
That was a word-by-word statement from Marie's mother.
I think we better hang out here.
Truth to power.
Wilmer Jose Ramirez Vasquez was 2 years old when he and his mother arrived at the El Paso border station. His mother reported his unwellness, and for 3 days officials did nothing, until his mother reported him getting worse. He was hospitalized for weeks until dying to multiple infections, parasite, and pneumonia. The boy and his mother were subjugated to inhumane conditions during their Border Patrol custody time, including exposure to extreme temperatures, being forced to sleep outside on the ground, and other terrible conditions of confinement. This, of course, worsened Wilmer's condition. Lawyers described appalling conditions at the Clint, Texas facility where they were being held. They reported hundreds of sick and dirty children. They also reported crowding in facilities where hundreds of people are still being detained. These camps need to go!
Close the camps.
Close the camps.
Felipe Gomez Alonso was 8. He died on Christmas Eve. Felipe had been taken to the hospital, released, and then returned. He was vomiting blood, his father said. He didn't last long, his sister said. Katrina, Felipe's mother, begged officials to release her son's body to her. They took out a $7,000 loan to get Felipe to the U.S., to his father and brother in Virginia. The family has been struggling to make ends meet, said the midwife who helped deliver Felipe. There are days we don't eat. We aren't finding anything, she also said. The entire community feels the pain of the child's loss. People are coming together to help this family. Some collect money for them, and others donate wood for their stove. Everyone's hearts ache for this family. He was a son who loved his family, and whose family loves him. He was a strong, sweet child whose life ended too soon. Darlene Valle. She was 10 years old and born with a heart murmur. When she was in Border Patrol custody, she complained of chest pain and was sent to the hospital. Due to surgery complications, she was left in a comatose state until passing away due to respiratory issues. Darlene's mother, who already lived in the U.S., had asked authorities to release her daughter to her. They told her to fill out a pile of paperwork, which she did, but authorities would still not give her custody of her daughter. God only knows how many tears I cried, she said in an interview. She visited her daughter twice in the hospital in San Antonio and talked to her through video call. Her ultimate wish was to reunite with her daughter, to remain custody of her child. I wish they would have released her to me, her mother said. I hoped with all my heart to hug her and kiss her and tell her how much I loved her. Juan de Leon Gutierrez. His mother recounted the time her 16-year-old told her he wanted to go to America. They had lost all of their maize and beans after an unusual drought. And worried about another year, he decided they could no longer rely on agriculture. What I want to do is leave, he told his mother. When the school year rolled around every year, Juan begged his mother for the $130 needed to continue studying, a privilege his own parents never had. But this spring, Juan said that he wanted to migrate to the U.S. and reunite with his older brother who lived in Miami. His mother tried to convince him to stay, but gave in knowing she had nothing more to offer him. He left home with a friend and a smuggler. 15 days later, he was apprehended by Border Control near El Paso. He was sent to the hospital after doctors noticed he was sick. He was released and then hospitalized again a day later. Doctors detected an infection in his brain known as Pott's puffy tumor that could have been caused by an untreated sinus infection or a head injury. What caused Juan's infection is unknown. Doctors operated to save his life, but Juan passed away. They wouldn't release his body to his family. His parents grieve him as a hard-working son, someone who was bright and interested in his future. He went seeking life but found death, his father said. They went seeking life but found death. This is the story of people fleeing to America. People are at risk. They cannot grow food and they are being terrorized. America is the home of immigrants. Only 2% of the population of America is native here. America is the land of immigrants. But instead of taking people in, we send them away or lock them in a cage with 24-hour fluorescent lighting, not enough food or water or even blankets. We claim to be the best country in the world, but how can we be the best when we don't help those in need? Or when ICE targets hardworking people on chicken farms, kidnapping parents, and abandoning children at school. Terrible things are happening outside. Poor, helpless people are being dragged out of their homes. Families torn apart. Mothers, fathers, children are. Mothers come home from school to see their parents are gone. This was said by Anne Franklin in 1943. Now we cannot compare the Holocaust and its full horrors to what's going on today. But we must look at the past and recognize the warning signs so it does not happen again.
Never again is now.
We must fight. No one belongs in a cage. Let us help them rather than kenneling them. These are people.
They're children.
We need to help our siblings. We can only hope to be as strong as these families in cages. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, the tempest-tossed. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Truth to power. Truth to power.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, please. What's your name? Adam, nice to meet you.
Thank you, Rachel.
May they rest in peace, may they rest in power, may we prevent further deaths in ICE custody, may we close the camps, may we impeach Trump and Pence, may we close the camps.
Hi, love. I think there are more signs if you want one, Miriam. This is my friend Miriam.
Hi, Miriam. Are you an educator too?
I am.
Miriam's like
They're
the
math
best
teachers.
4th grade math teacher that ever existed.
Awesome. I love teaching math. I'm Adam, nice to meet you.
And love and caring.
Yeah.
Adam, and this is Alex who organized all of this, who's a high school senior.
Way to go, Alex. Thanks for sharing your words.
Oh man. Alex, can I give you a hug too?
Yeah.